Hello there, today I'm here to tell you a very strange story and maybe even get to the bottom of if it's true or not. Back in primary school we did language, like we had to learn a language, and the language our school did was Japanese. I don't think we had a choice. Doesn't really matter, doesn't add anything to the story. I really remember this one day, and I think it's because this story just freaked me the hell out and probably affected me from up to a month to a year onwards every time I went to the Yes, when I went to the and it was only just the other day that I was sitting on toilet and I remembered this story. This is weird, you probably didn't need to know that. I don't know how this came up, but we were learning the myths and legends that Japanese people had, and they had this one about a turtle. I think it was in a specific pond or lake, and look, I'm not going to beat around the bush. Basically the idea is this turtle lived in the pond and it would grab your soul, it would grab the soul of a child, and the soul existed in your butt. Basically, your soul's in your butt, this turtle comes along in the lake and grabs it out your butt. I guess it's sort of like that turtle in Finding Nemo, but instead of saying, "Grab shell, dude," he's like, "Grab shell, dude," and then gets up your butt. So that's what I remember about the story. Now I want to see if there's any legitimacy to it. Is it legit? Does it exist? Is it a thing? Or is my brain really, really weird? This isn't my iPad, it's my wife's. Sorry, Sham, when you get home, because I'm about to Google Japanese turtle soul butt. Wow. I don't know if I can show these pictures. Japan's butt-loving river monster. What? Wikipedia's got to be the best reliable source, surely. A kappa, K-A-P-P-A, is a yokai demon or imp found in traditional Japanese folklore. In Japanese Buddhism, they are considered to be kind of hungry ogres. The kappa is typically depicted as a rough humanoid in the form of the size of about a child. Its scaly reptilian skin ranges in colour from green to yellow or blue. They inhabit the ponds or rivers of Japan. Kappa are usually seen as mischievous troublemakers or trickster figures. Their pranks range from relatively innocent, such as looking up women's kimonos, to the malevolent, such as drowning people, animals, and kidnapping children, raping women. Oh. And at times eating human flesh. Folk beliefs claim the cucumber as their favourite traditional meal. They've been blamed for drownings, but people aren't just drowning, it's these guys taking them. Sometimes taking victims for the purpose of drinking their blood, eating their livers, or gaining power by taking their shirikodama, a mythical ball said to contain the soul, which is located... Is this for real? They are sometimes said to take their victims for the purpose of gaining power by taking their shirikodama, a mythical ball said to contain the soul, which is located inside of the anus. Turns out I wasn't all wrong at all. I was in fact quite right and quite frightened by the fact that a turtle scaly manfish was going to come up my toilet and get inside my anus to grab my soul.
I know what you're thinking. Here comes old Greg. He's a scaly manfish. You don't know me.
These things are disgusting. I have no idea where they've come from in Japanese traditional folklore, but I'll leave a link in the description to the wiki page so you can read about them, because they just are a little bit disturbing. And maybe you'll have the same dreams that I did. I had this weird thought that these kappa would swim from across from Japan down to South Australia, get in the plumbing system, up in the toilet, and wait for me to take a... And yeah, that's 12-year-old Craig, frightened that this thing's... I never wanted to go to the... And just the other day when it came back into my head, I was like, I really don't want to go to the... Why they taught that at school, in primary school, I have no idea. Well, that was interesting. Hopefully after watching this, you can still go to the toilet without thinking something's going to jump up your butt. It's so ridiculous but so frightening at the same time.